Saudi Arabia's Grand Mufti, which is always a funny title if you ask me, was answering a question on a television show in which he issues fatwas. Very important television show. I always want to know what the Grand Mufti is thinking and what he's going to decree on any given day. So he declared that chess is haram, which, for those of you who don't know, that means forbidden under Islam. He really focuses on the serious issues. You know, chess is destroying our nation. It's haram. So he said it's, quote, included under gambling, which is banned in Islam, and was, quote, a waste of time and money and a cause for hatred and enmity between players. This is what happens when you have, you know, a dictatorship, an authoritarian regime, or a theocracy, which are all kind of one and the same here. But you just have old men making shitty decisions and just asserting shit. I don't like chess. It is haram. It's a waste of time. Well, what about people who think it's not a waste of time? I don't care. I disagree with them, and my opinion means more because I'm the Grand Mufti. These guys are like living caricatures. Like, are you not embarrassed? Do you have no shame? You're called the Grand Mufti. And you say shit like, chess is a waste of time. I declare it haram. I mean, anybody can do that. Anybody can just give themselves this big-time title, you know, and then just declare shit and say, my opinion, maybe not, has force of law, and it's forbidden under religion because I say so. It's narcissism parading as humility is what it is. Because it's these guys who just say shit, it's from their own mind, they make it up, it's their own personal opinion, and then they act like, I'm not saying it. It's just not arguable because it's under religion, and under our religion, I mean, what, are you disagreeing with God? If you disagree with me, you disagree with God. I'm just saying. What about all the Muslims who love chess and they want to play chess? What about those Muslims? They don't count. Their interpretation doesn't count. Only mine accounts. Grand Mufti. I'm a Grand Mufti. So the Guardian explains here, moves to suppress chess are likely to have come as a surprise to the 7th century Muslims who conquered Persia and adopted the game before exporting it to Europe. Whoops. So old school Muslims are like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? We love chess. I was just playing it before with Ahmed. What's wrong with you? They say Muslim scholars tend to place chess, a skill-based game, in a different category from games of chance, such as dice, but frown upon it if it distracts a person from performing the 5 daily prayers. Nothing to get in the way of those things. Now, here's my favorite fact. Quote, in the early 2000s, Saudi and other clerics issued a fatwa against the popular Pokemon franchise. And during football's 2010 World Cup in South Africa, religious scholars in the United Arab Emirates said that using the widely reviled Vuvuzela instrument was forbidden. Oh, come on. You guys, you know it's fake. You have to know it's fake. I don't care how devoutly religious you are. You don't know that this is fake? I declare that the Vuvuzela is haram. Muhammad does not approve. Put him away. Now, in this case, it works out because that thing is fucking annoying. So perhaps I have a rare area of agreement with the Grand Mufti. But Pokemon? You know how you know it's not haram? It wasn't fucking around when Muhammad was around. How could he have said, I'm ruling against Pokemon, if it wasn't around at the time? They just make it up as they go along. Pokemon, I don't like it. Ban it. It's haram. God says it, not me. God says it. No, he doesn't say it. You keep fucking making it up, but you know the real reason why they do that, right? It's the same reason Pat Robertson speaks out against Harry Potter here in the U.S. and Dungeons and Dragons, one of his favorite to beat up on. And was it Jerry Falwell who spoke about Teletubbies? That one's gay! He was seriously saying, the purple one's gay or whatever. They do it because, in all seriousness, they're threatened by it. They're threatened by it because they know they're peddling bullshit, nonsense, mysticism. And they're like, well, I mean, that kid's game does some really good mysticism on their own, and they're attracting a lot of people. I mean, granted, it's just a game, and it's Pikachu and Charmander and all these different characters, Squirtle, but ban it because we don't want people to start following that instead of us. How insecure are you? You don't see me ranting against Pokemon or Dungeons and Dragons or fucking Lord of the Rings. Why? I ain't threatened by it, bitch. Because I'm not saying equal, opposite, fantasy nonsense things. I'm trying to get at truth. Whereas these guys are just like, I will give my opinion all day long, make shit up, and then force you to believe it. And then I feel threatened by Pokemon because, God, that shit is fun, and they're peddling equal voodoo. Unbelievable. And they don't even pretend like they're serious. It's a game. They know it's a game, Pokemon. But religious leaders are threatened. They're like, oh, that's good voodoo. Ban it. Unbelievable. Now, on top of this, we learned today that Iran is now censoring the word wine. He can't stop being goofy. Quote, words like wine and the names of foreign animals and pets, as well as the names of certain foreign presidents, are also banned under the new restricting regulations. So they're so threatened by the West, they're like, okay, we're going to ban Western names for pets, foreign presidents, Western presidents, you can't name your kid that because the West is evil, and wine, ban wine. Somebody made a great point about this. They said, wait a second, wine, the word wine appears in the Quran multiple times. Should we ban the Quran? They make it up as they go along, man. They make it up, they make it up, they make it up. My conclusion reading this is, in many ways, in theocracies around the world, this is like Pat Robertson is in control of a country. That's what it is. You have old, out-of-touch men that are just speaking out of their ass, and it has force of law sometimes.